Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. It's a pro wrestling rant for all of my wonderful subscribers that are not pro wrestling fans. Well, you're spared this rant if you're not a pro wrestling enthusiast or a fan or of ilk. You may not want to watch this because I'm about to tell it how it is, specifically to the idiot McMarks and the morons who still put prestige in some of these guys. Specifically, there's this big Vince McMahon Jr. Scandal. Apparently, the WWE is doing their own internal investigation of sorts, which is always a crap. They're doing their internal investigation about an allegation that Vince McMahon paid a former employee a payoff, apparently $3 million, to not discuss their affair. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, it just shows the moral lack of fiber of this individual. The same man who forced against his will, apparently, according to the Owen Hart audio documentary, according to Dark Side of the Ring, Owen Hart had no interest in climbing up to the top of this St. Louis arena, I believe the Kiel Auditorium, where he fell to his death. Owen apparently did not want to do that, but he felt pressured because of his job, and now he's dead. The Ring Boy scandal of 1992. The wrestlers serving CM Punk his wedding, his firing papers on CM Punk's wedding day. This is the type of individual that provides the candy that you eat consistently, your WWE candy that you idiot McMarks need for sustenance in this world. You are too lazy to find other pro wrestling. You're too lazy to watch the National Wrestling Alliance or old Jim Crockett Jr. promotion videos or AWA. You're too lazy to go to YouTube and find real wrestling with real men. You continue to watch your idiot McMark wrestling company, and people are jumping off the Titanic left and right. Sasha Banks, Naomi, they were smart enough. They actually respected the tag team titles, and of course the women's tag team titles. The idiot McMarks can't accept that. They think they should just be good little employees. My buddy Stephen E. checking in. That's true, buddy. But if this is what I always say to Stephen, on the Owen topic, and people still don't, they want to believe what they want to believe, like children who believe in Santa Claus. Anyone who wants to have a true opinion on how Owen Hart passed away and who was at fault, all you have to do is three things. The easiest that most people can do, that most people will do, is watch the Dark Side of the Ring special on Owen Hart, the tragic death of Owen Hart. The harder thing will be to go to YouTube and find the audio documentary, post-audio documentary, I think it's called, Owen Hart's Final Days. Very telling audio documentary, probably more telling than the Dark Side of the Ring, to be honest with you, about exactly what happened. That's right, Stephen A. Real wrestling promotions that you and I understand, and some other intelligent wrestling fans, Evan Ginsberg, Dan and Benny the Ring, Angelo, Monty Nefero, all the intelligent wrestling fans know where the real wrestling comes from. Although Monty and Nefero do like WWE, so. But in any event, but you take a look at the audio, the post-audio Owen Hart story, that'll tell you the truth, and the book by Martha Hart, Broken Heart. Okay, Broken Hearts, the Owen Hart story by his widow. It's just sad to even say that his widow. I mean, why is this guy dead? Because of negligence. And that's the same guy, Vince McMahon, that people put on this pedestal. And now, with this sex scandal and his own daughter getting thrown under the bus by the company, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. That's right, buddy. So, and I didn't even go into the Jimmy Snuka thing. You know, Jimmy Snuka in his book, his own book, I mean, pretty stupid on Snuka's part, rest in peace. But Snuka says that the police that were investigating the murder case of that young lady that Snuka was with, Vince McMahon left them a briefcase, and suddenly the police disappeared. I mean, and that's what got Snuka back into the courtroom after all those years. And, unbelievable. So, I mean, this is the hero that idiot McMark sports entertainment fans put on a pedestal. This is the father figure that all these wrestlers, Mick Foley all the way down, they always say what a father figure he is to them. And it's just pathetic. And so the point is, you have to higher your standards. If you want to have a hero in this world, you should have a hero like me. I'm scandal free. I'm steroid free, unlike Brock Lesnar, who takes a steroid needle and jams it up his ass to win UFC fights illegally. I've never done such a goddamn thing. I've never taken a steroid needle and stuck it up my ass in order to to write one of my books or to run a film festival. I've never needed to take steroids to do all the intelligent things that I do. But Brock Lesnar needs to take steroids in order to be a UFC champion and a WWE champion. So that's another false idol that you idiot McMarks hold. Let's see. All the way from Dublin, Ireland. Good afternoon, Ahmed. Nice to see you. The sex scandal is not surprising with Vince. Numerous allegations against him and Patterson in the 90s and Terry Garvin. He's a sick individual. Well stated. I'll leave that up there for a moment. He's a sick individual. If you ever read the Playboy interview with Vince McMahon, he bragged so casually about cheating on his wife. Horrible people, horrible company, god awful, as I always say. What else can we discuss? Okay, Jeff Hardy, another loser. More of a fallen son, a fallen angel of wrestling. I mean, the guy's taken one too many moonsaults or tope suicidas onto the concrete. But this is not the first time we've seen Jeff. I believe I just saw the report. And of course, all these wrestlers are getting arrested in my home state now, Florida. Jeff Hardy in Daytona Beach, Tammy Sitch in Ormond Beach. These are places that I go to. These are places that I, a nice person, go out and drive to quite a bit. So I'm hoping that these assholes don't kill me. And as far as the Usos go, they should learn a lesson from all this. So Sonny kills a guy in a car accident in Ormond Beach. That's not far from me. Jeff Hardy's arrested with a horrible DWI and in Florida. So, I mean, this is how it gets real, folks. When you live in proximity to these arrests and you drive like I do up and down these roads, doing all the things that I do, and these horrible, god-awful, delinquent pro wrestling idiots are out there drinking and driving, then you see them for the shells of humanity that they are. Self-interested, self-involved, precocious. The whole world revolves around them. They're too goddamn stupid to call Uber, too goddamn stupid to call Lyft, and they drink and drive like the pieces of shit that they are. Pieces of shit personified, okay? So, I mean, that's what you're dealing with. So when you buy your little wrestling ticket and you clap on these idiot wrestlers who drink and drive, you're supporting criminals, okay? Let's see. She just killed somebody, buddy. I mean, yeah, she didn't just hit someone. She killed someone. She killed a man. She killed a man in a car accident. Not far from where I live, Stephen. Very close, as a matter of fact. She killed a man in Ormond Beach. Basically, she was drunk, like the whore that she is. She was drunk. She hit a car in front of her, and that car hit another car, which had a 75-year-old gentleman probably enjoying his retirement in Florida, enjoying his senior years, probably enjoying the company of his children and his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren, and now Pops is a corpse because Sonny the drunk whore had to kill him, just like her behavior led Chris Candido to an early grave, I'm sure, as well. Just horrible, god-awful people in this pro wrestling industry, and I'm here to clean it up. You see, the wrestlers will always say stupid shit like that. I mean, how many gimmick wrestlers for the last 10 years have said, I'm going to clean up the business, blah, 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 and they never fucking do. Because they don't want to tell the truth about their goddamn idiot peers who are a bunch of steroid-using drug addicts. But I'll tell the fucking truth because I've got nothing to goddamn lose because the truth will set you free. So here we go, idiot McMarks. You've got Vince McMahon. You've got Jeff Hardy. Now, of course, yes, Jeff Hardy and AEW talent. I wish it was the AWA. I wish that company was still around. AEW talent. And now it's like, God. I mean, we're trying to do things here with AEW, trying to have a nice promotion, and we get these WWE miscasts who come in and ruin everything. If Sasha Banks is released, Tony Khan will pick her up, and Thunder Rosa can say goodbye to her AEW Women's title. Tony Khan will put it on Sasha the moment he signs her. Interesting point. I would honestly, Juan, I can see your point, but I think that would probably be best for business, as they used to say in the WWE, because Sasha Banks is a phenomenal talent. And as much as she has had several championships and several big matches in WWE, she never got the push that Charlotte Flair did. I think Charlotte Flair is a wonderful wrestler, a great talent. She's physically bigger than Sasha, but I think the fans have always liked Sasha Banks better, for the most part, than Charlotte Flair. I remember several years ago, 2000, maybe 17, before Sasha and Charlotte were called up to the main roster. I remember watching Raw, like some really bad weeks of Raw, and the fans started chanting, "We want Sasha, we want Sasha." She wasn't even on the main roster yet. She was still in NXT. So the fans made Sasha Banks their choice. The WWE made Charlotte Flair the company's choice. So if Sasha came over to AEW, I see no problem with giving her the title. No offense to Thunder Rosa. I've met the young lady. She's a very nice woman. She cares deeply about women's wrestling. She runs Mission Pro Wrestling. But Sasha Banks would be a really good champion for the AEW women's title or the TNT title. Let me get to some of these comments. Tony Khan should have just fired Jeff instead of suspended him. I agree. I feel sorry for Matt Hardy having to be associated with Jeff. I also agree. And Matt Hardy's no saint either. He's had some problems, but he's been able to clean himself up. I kind of feel sorry for the Hardys, because it's like, do they just not know what to do with their lives besides wrestle? Because these guys are pushing 45 years old each. I think Matt's 2 years older than Jeff, and their bodies must be breaking down. I mean, a couple of years ago, Matt Hardy had that match with Sonny Quavero on that pay-per-view, AEW pay-per-view. And I believe, he fell off a ladder, in a backstage brawl, and it looked like he was dead. Like his mouth was open in a very scary way, and it looked like he was dead. My buddy here, David John Reynolds, checking in. Hello, Mike Messier, my friend. I'm just glad my heroes were the late, great British wrestlers, Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. Now these guys are what I call real wrestlers. Funny you mentioned Giant Haystacks. I just watched an interview with him on YouTube from a British talk show. Actually, Giant Haystacks came over to the WCW in 1996 and was known as Loch Ness, and was part of this god-awful WCW uncensored Doomsday cage match. So, yes. Now, hope everybody's still here. Stephen E., I hope I didn't upset you when I told you about the horrible accident, okay? But it does get me angry, buddy, because Sonny did kill someone about 45 minutes from where I live. So that could have been me. Could have been me, okay? And I don't think many wrestling fans think that logically. Like, when these wrestlers get arrested, these wrestling fans never think that it could have been them. Okay, because they never put two and two together. Like, if you are a citizen, a driver, and these drunk alcoholics are out on the road, that's affecting you. Okay, I mean, I just don't get it, why people don't get more upset, and why they don't think I get upset. Well, thank you very much, Stephen E. I appreciate it. Good to have you here as always. Stephen E. is a big fan of the In Action telecast I do with Tommy DiNucci on the Tommy DiNucci YouTube channel. So I got riled up, folks. You know, I have a couple of movie reviews that I'm overdue to do. I did see, I'll just give you some brief overlays here. I did see 3D Jurassic World finally. I watched it in 3D. I think I liked it. I mean, I'm not going to say I loved it, but I say I liked it. And I say if you do go see Jurassic Park Dominion in the theater, probably best to see it in 3D. Also, I don't know if there was like some type of 2015 era movie that happened that I didn't see. We got a couple of responses here, but it's a good movie. Go see it. Sasha Banks will be the first talent that AEW take away from WWE that Vince wanted to keep. Maybe Daniel Bryan, FTR, and Moxley. All great talents. All great talents. We had a lot of comments here. I want to catch up real quick. Hey, my good buddy, Cody PXOto, had a recent birthday. Congratulations to Cody and his lady friend for his birthday celebration. It seems like the WWE board of directors are looking to push out Vince. Things are changing that company, hopefully for the better. Cody himself went to that WrestleMania where Charlotte Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey fought in the main event, and I believe it was Cody that told me that people in the audience had actually fallen asleep because not because of those ladies, but because the show was so god awfully long. Here's Bob. Hey, what's up, Bob? Been a minute since I commented on a video of yours. I have nothing to say about the whole Vince thing, but when it comes to Jeff Hardy, I feel bad for him. Well, it's nice of you, and for his family, and hope he's able to get the help that he needs. Okay, but at the same time, I don't think he should retire just yet. I think in him could do a few more before they hang him up, but that's just my opinion. Well, Bob, you're a very generous soul, but the thing is, if you go to YouTube, you can see that Jeff has been arrested for, I believe, DUIs 3 times in the last 10 years. That's about 3 times too many. I mean, you could say that anybody can screw up once, but 3 times. And I think we've seen a pattern here. And unfortunately, Tammy Sitch, the former Sonny, is the poster girl for this. But, I mean, trust me, it's just luck. Bad luck for Sonny and good luck for Jeff and the Usos that they haven't killed anybody. And, you know, you might sound like I'm trying to be holier than thou or something, but it's true. I mean, I've been hit by a drunk driver. It's no fun. Luckily, I survived. But, I mean, for people that have been that experience, it's such an unnecessary thing and such a horrible thing to be hit by a drunk. And so these Hardys are drunks. Trying to think of what I talk so fast sometimes, buddy. Let's see. Oh, you saw the Jurassic World movie. Yes, Steven. It was good. I saw it in 3D. I'm not saying it's great. I'm saying it's good, but I did like watching it. The dinosaurs are the best part. Let's be honest with you. And I did kind of, but you know what? I'm going to have to do a review on that whole movie, another video. Exactly. I get we all have demons to deal with. None of us are perfect, but Jeff Hardy must have set an all-time record for getting DUIs at every wrestling promotion. He's a Grand Slam DUI champ. So are we talking WWE, TNA, and AEW? Yeah, that is some type of title now, isn't it? That's a funny one, Ahmed. So anyway, folks, I'm a little revved up. I'm a little hot under the collar. I'm going to go see this other movie, Crimes of the Future. Steven, if I know you're up there in New England, I believe. I don't know if you have Regal or AMC theaters up there, or if the theaters have any type of monthly subscription thing. But that's how I see all these movies, because I just pay a monthly subscription fee to get into the theater and see all these movies once I pay that $22 a month. Well, folks, I've talked myself into a stupor. You know, yesterday was like 96 degrees here in Florida. And I started my day strong yesterday. And next thing you knew, I was in this Panera Bread just to get air conditioning. I had my laptop. And trust me, that Panera Bread was hopping. It was packed. It was so many people were in there. I had to like navigate to get my drink refills, to go to the restroom. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Sorry to hear that. There used to be I don't know if it was Regal in South County Commons where the Rude Awakenings was. I don't know, but I think it's been replaced. I'm not sure what part of Rhode Island you're in, buddy, or Boston or Mass. Yeah, you know, the Panera Bread are just kind of funny because, like, you know, like you go to Panera Bread, and for me, it's always kind of overpriced. But it is a place where if you want to go and have some food available and just kill time and do your work on your computer, and it's air conditioned and it's fun. And there's people that will look at and stuff. Panera Bread's a decent place to go to. I mean, it's a little bit overpriced for what it is, but this place was so packed yesterday there was about a 2-hour stretch, maybe from like 11 to 1, or maybe like 10:30 to 12:30. It was like I'm trying to dodge people because I'm still trying to socially distance. I'm not wearing a mask that much, but I'm trying not to touch people or be touched. Connecticut, very good. Yeah, so I don't know. I know there's an AMC. I believe there's an AMC in Connecticut, buddy, because I've been to it. So look into that. But I'm not sure. Look into the AMC theaters, Stephen, because you might be able to get in on this $22 a month for three movies a week, basically 12 or 13 movies a month for $13. And you get credits, and you know I get nothing to get. I get no referral code or anything. I'm just telling you to save some money and see some more movies because I know you like the movies. That might have been the one I've been at, buddy. The Waterbury one. I have been there. I think I saw the Meg there actually. The Jason Strahan movie, and our buddy David Gear actually had a movie premiere there once. Let's see, what else can I rant about? I did watch AEW. I was out of the loop for a few weeks with wrestling. To be honest with you, it's the weekly wrestling, but I just got AEW. I just watched it. The Young Bucks reclaiming the tag team title. That's fine. I mean, to be honest with you, I think that we've seen that the Jurassic wrestler, the Luchasaurus, he's not very good. He's very choppy. I like his look. I like his gimmick. I've never met the guy, but he's nice enough, I guess. Great look for a wrestler, but he's not a great wrestler. And I think he's been on AEW now for 3 years, and what can you say? I mean, he's gotten his reps in. Yeah, I mean, he's not working a full-time schedule like wrestlers used to work, 6-7 matches a week, but Luchasaurus is just very choppy. I think it's time maybe put a Darby Allin Luchasaurus tag team together, because I think if they're ever going to pull the trigger on Jungle Boy, they need to do it. But I guess they are going to do it because Christian Cage turned on Jungle Boy, and I thought that was very long-term storytelling, because I was there at that battle royal, that casino battle royal where Christian Cage made his debut, and if you remember, Jungle Boy won that battle royal by last eliminating Christian Cage. So now they finally paid the storyline off almost 2 years later, but now we're off to the races. Veteran Christian Cage versus Jeff Hardy feud. Will they have a match shoehorned into this Forbidden Door, or will they hold that off possibly, I guess, for the July pay-per-view? So I guess we're going through this phase now with AEW where they're having to share some screen time with all these guys from New Japan. A lot of them I'm not familiar with, to be honest with you. I know some of the names, some of them I don't. Look, what can I tell you? I don't sit there and watch New Japan Pro Wrestling every day. I got other things to do. But I would say that I'm looking forward to watching that pay-per-view. I'll probably watch it. But at the same time, just having a bunch of guys come into the ring with all these factions, it reminds me of the Baristas and the Nation of Domination and DOA from 1997, when you have all these faction groups. And it's like, here's this Imperial faction, and here's this Inner Elite faction. I don't need all these factions. I need wrestlers, okay? I need wrestling stars, not factions. So anyway, folks. But yeah, and this, I'm trying to think what I did watch the NWA thing. I'm way behind on all these video topics because I was going to do an NWA Crockett Cup breakdown for anyone that's interested. NWA National Wrestling Alliance, owned by Billy Corgan, is doing a much different promotion. It does feel a little bit old school, but there's some problems with that promotion that I'm going to talk about. The commentary team is a big one. It was interesting to see Bully Ray Dudley on that show. Out of nowhere. I do like the Commonwealth connection of Harry Smith and what's the other guy? Guy's been around forever. Older guy. Dave something. He's been around forever. Doug Williams. So I like that. And I like that La Rebellion, the tag team. I like them a lot. I could see them going on. I like Camille quite a bit. All right, folks. Well, I'll give you about 60 seconds. If anyone else has a quick comment, I'll give you about 60 or 90 seconds to get it in. I know some of you watch these on tape delay. Some of you watch these live. I appreciate either way. Just a lot of things have been bothering me, and it could be the heat. I used to say this, guys. I used to say it's not the heat, it's the stupidity. And I kind of feel that way. And what's that expression about the roosters the roosters will come crawling to the roosters will reap what they sow, whatever the fuck the roosters do when they get what's coming to them. I think we're seeing that now with Junior McMahon. I mean, people wonder, Mike, how can you be so happy to see the WWE crumble? Well, when Jim Crockett Promotions, Mid-South Wrestling, the AWA, Stampede Wrestling, World Class Championship Wrestling, the Southeast Territories, when all these promotions had their top stars plunked and pillaged by Junior, who betrayed all the promoters that his father made these lifetime agreements with, when Junior stabbed them all in the back and put them all out of business. That's why the rooster has come to get his head chopped off, okay? That's why all this evil, all this behavior of Junior is now biting him in the ass. And that, you know, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I like seeing karma. Karma has come to collect on Junior. Okay, Junior and the brats. I mean, Stephanie McMahon getting thrown under the bus. And I think the biggest thing that I'm looking for is some apologies from the internet wrestling community. I've been telling you to stop watching Raw, lower your wrestling, WWE wrestling intake, discover other promotions. I've been telling this for people since at least 2018. And who has listened to me? Not very many people. I mean, or some. But I mean, you should be listening to me. You should be obeying my demands. Listening to everything I say as the righteous path of wrestling fanhood, and do as I tell you. Because obviously those that have not heeded my words and have been loyal to the WWE have been presented with these horrible, god-awful facts and allegations and investigations. So we'll see how it goes, folks. So that's it. Mike Messier, I want to sign off. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel for all your anger, your rants, your movie reviews, your heat, your Suicide Girls Burlesque, your Messier mantras, your Mike's Original playlist. The books I have, MikeMessier.com, 6 books now available. Very exciting. My film book is very good, too. You're welcome, bro. Good to talk to you. Good to see everyone, Steven. And happy birthday once again to Cody. Juan, checking in. Good old Bob. And Ahmed, of course. All right, gentlemen, have a nice day.